Hello, interwebs. This video is for Miss Dixon. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your first name. I know I will totally butcher it. So, please forgive me, but you're Miss Dixon. Anyway, this was in reference to her comment on my Mod Podge sticker video, and I figured just do another quick video would be easier and more explanatory than, writing this long, huge comment, response. Okay, so I'll be talking about this techniques, specifically, not, just Mod Podge image transfer, but, my thing for the Mod Podge stickers. Alright, so what you're going to need is either a piece of plastic or glass would probably work, Ziploc, just something that the Mod Podge isn't going to stick to. So basically what you do, you could probably do it with magazine images. These right here are just computer printouts. To me, that's just easiest because the paper is thinner, it's not shiny, it's not quite as much to work through. And you put down a medium, at least a medium coat of Mod Podge onto whatever surface you're working on. Don't make it too thin, because if you do, when you go to rub the paper off with the water, it'll actually rub through the Mod Podge, and basically you'll have a hole in your sticker. So I just did like, blocks of Mod Podge. I just, painted on with a paintbrush, and just did like a whole bunch at once, because you can easily, go through and trim around it. But anyway, however big you need it to be for your image or images or whatever, go ahead and plop you down, a medium coat. And me personally, I don't wait for that to dry. I just take my image, which, I do cut close to my images just to help make sure that there's not a whole lot of paper left behind. There will be some paper left behind, because if you rub too hard, you will completely go through the image altogether. So, like, as you can see here, I got, pretty close. Basically, I kind of fussy cut it out. Got really close to the image itself. I'm trying to not have so bad of a glare, but it's going to happen. Anyway, so, me personally, while it's still wet, I go ahead and lay down my images and make sure, that you get it completely covered, or, submerge into the Mod Podge, because whatever is not in contact with the Mod Podge, when you go to rub it, it will come off. So, you just kind of have to make sure you got everything, touched down. So usually it takes about 30 minutes or so for it to fully dry. Maybe even wait about 45 just to make sure. Then you just grab you a cup of water and a paintbrush, and I don't know, I'm gonna do this butterfly right here. And you just, you can tell when the paper gets wet, it'll change color. And I'm gonna do this one-handed really, but basically what you're doing is rubbing that paper off, and it's not helping that I'm only one-handed doing this. It's kind of hard, but yeah, just keep rubbing the back of it, and as you can see, the paper starts to come off. And what it does is it leaves behind the topmost layer, I guess you would say, of the image. And as you, kind of play around with this technique, you'll be able to tell when enough is enough. And if you go any further, you're going to start rubbing into the image itself. If you need to, you can add a little bit more water. But yeah, as you can see, it makes it pretty transparent. I guess I might as well go ahead and do this flower since I got half of wood anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to not look through the camera lens because it kind of messes me up a little bit. But same as before, you just, get the back wet. You don't have to use paintbrush. You can totally use your fingers or, whatever. But the main reason I thought of this or how to do something like this was because I wanted a way to be able to put text wherever I wanted to on my project without it being backwards. Or even, an image itself, not necessarily just text, but whatever I wanted it to be. So, clear up your mess and everything got going here, and I just use tweezers personally, but you just kind of find your, glare, sorry, kind of find your edge, and it peels right up. And these two, which this should be interesting. I'll do it off camera, sorry, but you can cut right into it, no problem whatsoever. It's just Mod Podge. So, like, see if I wanted to, I could put it on top of, a project. I could, and it's kind of transparent. Well, not kind of, it's transparent as you can see. Also, me personally, before I did add it to another project, try to get rid of that glare, before I peeled it up, after, the paper was dry from, rubbing on it and everything, it's probably kind of hard to pick up on camera, but there is, let's see if I can, I have a really crappy camera, sorry, but anyway, there's paper fibers. What I would do before peeling it up after this is dry, I just put like, a thin coat of Mod Podge, and it kind of just brightens it back up. And you don't see the paper fibers as much, at least. But that's pretty much it, really. Simple, easy to do. Excuse me. And you can add it to just about anything. Anything you can glue things to, really. It doesn't have to be just paper. It could be, three-dimensional objects, glass, basically you're just making your own see-through sticker. So, if you have any more questions, just let me know, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. But to me, it's pretty simple, straightforward. Just, lay down your medium coat of glue. Mod Podge is what I prefer. Put your cutout image on top. Make sure it's, good, has good contact with the glue. You might have to like go around the edges of your image to make sure that everything's, together. Let it dry for 30-45 minutes. Come back, get the back of it wet, rub off the paper, and pretty much there you go, really. So, anyway, glad you subscribed. Thanks, appreciate. It's nice to, get my channel recognized. Not gonna lie. If you want to, enter my giveaway. Got a video on that too. Spread the word. Anyway, Yeah, if you have any other questions, just let me know. All right, bye.